Ready to go.
Okay. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Today we're wiring up our van for the Harbor Freight winch we picked up a couple of weeks ago. Now it's a good looking little winch, and it seems to work pretty good. I used to pull this monster onto the trailer just a couple of days ago, and I'm going to get to it tomorrow morning. But for today, we're wiring up the van. If you saw the mess that I used to run the winch, it was kind of comical, but it worked for just that first try. Now I used the little Harbor Freight plate that you can buy and bolted it up to the trailer. And I wasn't sure how sturdy that was going to be. And I was afraid I was going to have to add a support bar here. But it pulled this up with no problem. And that's the biggest thing I'm going to put on this trailer. That's a 17 horse Cub, not a Cub Cadet. Yeah, it is a Cub Cadet. Cub Cadet tractor. But anyway, that's for another day. Let's get to work wiring. Now the winch calls for 10 gauge wire. So I picked up these connectors, and I was attracted to these because, as you can see, they switch. They go back and forth. So I can do this or this, and doing it this way maintains my color. So because if you flip colors in the middle because you bought just one-ended ones, if you only buy one-ended ones, then you're going to end up going black, red, and you don't want the next guy to see that. That's just embarrassing. This will allow me to wire this to the van and then have a red wire run all the way under the truck. We'll cut this and have red wire run all the way under the van, and then so on and so forth. You get the idea. So we're going to solder some ends up on this, and we're using 2 different size holes just because that's what the van calls for. So after a whole bunch of soldering and a whole bunch of shrink wrapping, we're all ready to go. I went ahead and bolted this to the battery, and this will be our little tail that lives here all the time. And we might run the wires under the van, but yours will never be the same as mine, so running the wires is not going to be part of the video. Now we're going to add a 200 amp slow burn fuse right here, and you want to get that as close to the battery as possible. That way anything that goes wrong in the system, it'd have to happen right here to endanger your vehicle's electrical system. So you put this fuse on this lead, don't put it anywhere else in the system, it won't be helpful. Okay, let's go to the rest of it. For our main wiring system, this will be what plugs into the battery. And then I'm going to run this under the van, and I measured it out for the van specifically. But for the test, we're going to go ahead and run it next to the van on the ground because you don't care where it runs in my van. This is going to attach to the winch itself. So it's a simple little system. And I spent a little bit of time thinking about the best way to do this. And this is it's better than any trailer wiring kit I can find out there. Now here's the pigtail that went on the winch. And you can see we shrink wrap it all, so it'll be pretty weatherproof and it won't come apart easily. And now when we're using it, all we have to do is plug everything in and hit the button and she's ready to go. So let's plug it in. We'll start here at the back. And plug the winch in, and we have to do this every time we run it. Even if this goes inside the van and this wire is run inside the van, we're still going to have to do that part every time, but it protects this from the weather by keeping it indoors. And let's run the wire up to the front. We'll leave you here. Okay, and with the pigtail wire, okay, with the pigtail wired up on this end, it's a permanent part of the motor now. We'll go ahead and we'll plug everything in here and make sure we got red on red for the first time. For the first time you use it, make sure there's no crosses. And let's go back and plug the other end in. And then this end plugs into the pigtail that you put on the battery. And the first time you do it, of course, make sure you want red on red and black on black the whole way around. So let's test it. The first thing we'll do is try to reel the cable in. And we have already established this big boy has enough to move just about anything. Let's go ahead and pull some slack out. And this thing's in park. Let's see if she'll move anyway. See, the back tires are not even spinning. And this thing's pretty heavy. This thing probably weighs 600 or 700 pounds. But easy peasy. Now, one of the things I like about this little Harbor Freight winch is the remote control. So when you're pulling something big like this on, and the deck is really close to the sides of the trailer, you're going to want to be able to steer it as you go. And with this one, you got the little remote control, so you can just hit the button, and off she goes. Now we're only $130, maybe $135 into the whole project, and that includes the winch, the mounting plate, the roll of 10 gauge wire, and the little ends that we bought, and the little rings. And we've got the perfect way to get things loaded up on the trailer that otherwise would have been really hard. You don't know how many riding lawnmowers I've had to fight and battle with flat tires to get it on. And this big boy, even with the rear end locked up, just drags right on, no problem. So if you're thinking about putting a trailer winch on, you can see that little trailer plate costs $10. The winch, I think I paid $80 or $90 for, and then the extra wiring and whatnot. And it depends on where you get your wiring. Make sure you check your winch to see what gauge wire it recommends. This little bitty one, this little 2,500 pound winch recommends 10 gauge wire, so that's what we went with. And if you're temporary wiring it the way we've got this one, where you can unplug it at the battery and unplug it at the winch, then you can run it without a fuse. If you're running it through the vehicle, make sure you run a fuse, because the wires can wear over time, and if it shorts it out, you want to make sure you don't burn your car down or your truck down or whatever your tow vehicle is. So I'm pretty happy with this. And I think if you follow it and do yours, you'd be pretty happy with the results. So are you new people out there? If you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. It's free and it's what we work for. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.